Okay, so we're back for the second half of the Nigeria versus Sudan game. You could jolly well say that is job well done. What's that word they use for it? Sometimes it is better to be efficient than to be flamboyant. So we have come into this game in the first half, done our job, efficient job, effective job, without stressing ourselves that much, without breaking a sweat, without working too much. Against Egypt, we had to walk over the top. We had to do everything, put ourselves in position to make sure that Egypt does not come and overall us eventually. But in this game, I think what the Nigerians have done is they studied the Sudanese from their first game and knew that the patient build up, covered open spaces. The Sudanese will make mistakes here and there. They are not really that solid in defense. They are not one of those teams that you play against and you are afraid. They also will not be a super threat to us in attack. So what we've seen with the Super Eagles, 190 minutes and 145 minutes, is the fact that we have shown ourselves that we are dynamic enough to evolve based on the opponent. So if we play against an opponent like Egypt that comes with firepower and threat, we have the organization, the discipline, tactical awareness to be able to handle them. If we play against, unassuming teams like we saw in the first 45 minutes with Sudan, we also can be patient enough to say, okay, we don't have to play like we played against Egypt, but we can play in a certain way and get the job done. Don't forget that in football, no matter how good you are, no matter how you play, it is getting the job done that matters. So let me, give you a good example. Belgium is rated world number one, but they don't get the job done when it matters most. And some other teams that are not rated higher gets the job done. Okay, so second half is about to start. Sudan is making their own substitution just the same way Nigeria is making their own. I think that Samuel Chukwueze got injured in the first half. Musa have come in and Omar has gone out for Sudan. For Nigeria, Alex Iwobi is coming in for Samuel Chukwueze. Samuel Chukwueze does look like he's injured himself in the first 45 minutes because he's walking gingerly as he walks out of the field. But then he opened the scoring for Nigeria in the third minute. So let's see Alex Iwobi again. Somebody just sent me a text message now that Alex Iwobi will prove me wrong because I don't rate him. Well, one good thing with this is the coach, Austin Eguavo, have proven to me just the same way I say that Alex Iwobi does not have what it takes to play as a number 10 man. He's rather, shafted him wide to play in the wide side and also leave Joe Aribo in the middle down, letting him play as a number 10 man. But then Moses Simon gets the ball, try to dazzle, does what he knows how to do best, flip the ball to Awoni. He gets the ball and it's straight into the net for Moses Simon. Great goal by Moses Simon. This one will earn him the man of the match for a reason. He got the ball on the sideline just the same way we started the first half before the Sudanese could settle down, we have scored. But then the beauty of this goal is the fact that he got it on the left-hand side, dribbled his way in, played a 1-2 with Taiwo Awoni. Taiwo Awoni does look like he wanted to turn and shoot, but the speed and pace of Moses Simon was so much that Taiwo Awoni just had to stand aside and let the man who's got grace do his thing, and he put the ball in the net. But it was a good move. It reminds me of Victor Moses. The way he played the ball, the way he did it, Awoni didn't even have to do anything. He just, get out of the way. He just had to get out of the way and let Simon do his thing. And the composure, seeing the goalkeeper coming at you, the way the goalkeeper was coming, and he still found a way to slot the ball under the armpits of the goalkeeper and put the ball in the net. It is a beautiful thing to behold, to see. And then he goes on the backflip like Obafemi Martins to celebrate his goal. It's a beautiful one. Seeing Nigeria play like this again. I mean, this is what everybody craved for. This is what everybody asked for. So it goes by Samuel Chukwueze in the 3rd minute, Taiwo Awoni in the 45th minute, and now Moses Simon in the 46th minute have given Nigeria a 3-goal lead over Sudan. It does look to me that this is not the end of the goal conversation. Maduka Okoye, a goalkeeper that Omar Katuba helped to discover for Ghana Troll, is still the number 1 goalkeeper. We made one change in this game with Alex. It will be coming in for Samuel Chukwueze, who got a little injury. Other than that, it's still the same squad that started. Alex will be Truth is adding something to his game, playing a long one from the back, trying to start the attack. But I don't think we have pacey strikers that can do that. But then when you play against a team like Sudan who wants to pack the bus, right now Sudan does not really know what to do because you're packing the bus, you consider three. What do you do? How do you go forward against this Nigerian team that have men, playing everywhere? Everywhere you look in the entire back four, we have giants. There is not one person in the back four of Nigeria. Maybe Zaidu Sanusi, but even the Zaidu Sanusi is a very strong, solid player to go against. So it's difficult. Well, Ivory say, I don't come. Thank you very much, bros. As a matter of fact, we're doing this because of you. This is all thanks to you. And thank you for supporting us, for, contributing to us staying afloat. Ebuka Akabogu, you say, Oga Matthew, you don't change position. Yeah, I changed the camera. I'm still in the same position. I just changed the camera. I was trying to use a webcam, but I noticed that the webcam does not have as much sharpness and clarity as I would want as I watch the game at halftime. So I decided to switch back to my iPad camera that I've always used in the studio. The sad part is I just spent money to buy this webcam, and I just realized now that it's not up to standard. I will look for something else to buy. I want to have a device. I want to have a device that would help me to stream better and do a whole lot of other things while I'm streaming, like sending tweets, because there are people on Twitter who are waiting for my tweets who are not there. But unfortunately, if you give your word, that's what people judge you with. People will always judge you by the words you say. If people say, let's do this, and you agree to it, and then they don't see you do it, tomorrow when you say something, and I say they talk, they don't know what they talk. So I have to be here. It's hard, but I just have to do this. Sudan are trying to come in, but then Nigeria well defended that one game. I like the way Aribo play. He doesn't play flamboyant football, but he just get the job done. And sometimes that's all you need in a player. Somebody who shows up and gets the job done. That's exactly what Aribo brings to the team. And I enjoy it because he doesn't delay the pass. He doesn't keep the ball to himself for that long. Yes, sometimes you would need, because if you're playing against a fast opposition, you need somebody who keeps the ball, who can calm them down. But so far, is done excellently well the way you want your player to do. Again, that thing that I talked about, Omeru and Trustekong. Omeru already knows that Trustekong can go forward, and I'm going to say that in my post-match analysis. He always gives him depth. If you go back and watch Leon Balogun and Trustekong, one ball always beats the two of them. This is not me saying they are bad players, but in football, basic elementary football, you're taught that you should give your players, if your pair, the guy you're pairing with in center defense, a 5-meter depth. Unless you people are keeping offside, there should be that depth. There should be that understanding that, look, I have to give you that depth so that if you miss the ball, I will be there to clean up and sweep things clean. And I think the two of them have a better understanding in doing that. Yeah, top quality opposition might give them problem because somehow it seems like they are short on pace. But in this game against Sudan, this is one of those games where you play for 90 minutes and you don't even wet your clothes from sweat, because Nigeria does not need to run to win this game. Nigeria does not need to push themselves to win this game. All Nigeria needs to do is just, play from Jawan, and then they will get what they need to do. But players like Moses Simon will always run. I mean, is his strength, is his asset. You can't tell a Ferrari not to run. It's his asset, is what he knows how to do best, and he's using it to great advantage for Nigeria. Good thing is 51 minutes on the clock. That's 11 minutes on the second half, if I'm not mistaken. No, I'm making a mistake. That's 6 minutes of the second half, sorry to say. And Nigeria are already 3 goals up as Moses Simon scored the third goal just immediately in the 46th minute. Just immediately we came in the second half. And Taiwo Awoniyi just missed a chance to make it 2 goals for himself and 4 goals for Nigeria. Reason being that he wanted to pass and at the same time he wanted to score. When you're caught in 2 positions or in between 2 decisions in football, there is always bound to be that thing. He was looking at Alex Iwobi to either to pass to him or to shoot with his not so favorite left foot. But then the number 6 for for Sudan showed up and defended that confidently. Well, you wouldn't complain. Nigeria 3 goes up, 1 goal miss here and there would not cause you a problem. Definitely, it's a corner kick, and guess who to cross? Moses Simon. I don't know if he has improved his crosses. That's one of the area I have problem with him. But let's see if the crosses are improved upon. Ibrita said, thank you very much for attempting to end to attempting it and considering my suggestion. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Nigeria gets the ball again. Alex will be to Joe Aribo, the man who's wearing jersey number 10. And the cross by Moses Simon still not good enough. We're still going to have to talk about that for some time. Crosses still not a good problem for him, but we'll see. Ebuka Akabo will say, yeah, exactly. I agree with you on truth. He has been playing some deep passes to attacking players, even in the last game against Egypt. Yeah, he did that too against Egypt. Onasanya Daniel, he said, it's actually criminal that Ganatrol is using Jamilu Collins to bench. No, let's not. I'm not going to agree to that. The time that Jamilu Collins was benching Zaidu Sanusi was injured, and then there was issue with him being released. I remember I interviewed him. If you go watch that interview, Zaidu Sanusi had issues at club level, and somehow he had a conversation with the coach, and the coach told him, don't worry, get yourself sorted out before I can give you a place to play the team. He always said that Zaidu Sanusi was his first player, his first choice, when it comes to playing in that left back position. But he wanted him to get his club issues sorted out, and then he gets going. So it's not like playing Collins was bad. It's just what he wanted to do. Okay. It's really hard for Moses Simon to make that decent crosses, but I mean, we're winning. He has scored. What would you ask for? What more am I going to ask for if not for Nigeria to win? That's more important than any other thing in this game. But one player that has impressed me with Nigeria side so well, okay, is Ola, And reason is that I'm not saying Ola, is a bad player, but I wasn't expecting that much organization, positional discipline, mobility, and tactical awareness and everything all in one swoop from Ola, But he's giving me all that and more. And, he's not rash. He doesn't panic on that pressure. Well, we've not really had anything put us on that pressure. But he doesn't panic on that pressure. It's not rash. He knows when to go forward, when to stay back. He knows how to keep himself in the game and be very, very useful. He also knows how to be a nuisance to the opposition. I think he's done extremely well. Okay. Ebuka Akabogu said, I think Nigeria is the most tactically organized team in the tournament so far. I agree with you. Morocco is just behind us. Morocco also going forward is very, very deadly. I like the way they play against the Comoros team, but Comoros is Comoros. So I want to see them play against the big side. The team that has disappointed me the most in this tournament has to be Senegal. I expected a lot from Senegal, and they've disappointed me. Another team that also have disappointed me is Ghana. Ghana have not really lived up to the hype. I wasn't, expecting them to be this bad. Not like they have great players, but I think the coach looked like somebody who takes bribe, because I don't understand what Ayu is doing in that team. He should not be in that team, but somehow the coach just finds a way to put him in that team. Otawa, when he gets the ball, and Nigeria tries to hit Sudan on the counter after a free kick by the Sudanese, didn't work well. But then we're caught in possession. Jaribo was caught in possession in between decisions, and it is now a free kick to Nigeria. Why is this referee trying so hard to impress us that is our web incarnate? The same hairdo, the same shining of eye like Albino. I'm sorry, no disrespect to. I have a lot of Albino in my family, so I can't be disrespecting them. But it just kind of remind you of our web, like he's the new our web. I don't know. Fortune H, he said, do we have any reliable free kick takers? I don't think so. We actually don't. We've not had a free kick taker since Sissoko in forever. Free kick is not something you're born with. It's something you work on. It's something you decide, look, I want to add this to improve my game. Most times it's midfielders that do that, because they are naturally ball users and ball jugglers. But here in this game, Joe Aribo found Joe Aribo, and his aggression on the opposition player got him an unnecessary yellow card. But then all yellow card will be wiped out clean in after the first round. So going to the round of 16, I think everybody's card will be clean and everybody can start afresh again. To Lou Davis, he said, boss, why not share your screen? When you say share my screen, the football screen, if I share my screen, if I put that football on this stuff, automatically my channel will lose. I will lose my channel. That's the reason why I don't think sharing. I'm even afraid to put the audio, the sound of the commentary, because this channel just made partner a few months ago. So partner is like in Twitter when you get verified, right? And then you get past partner, there is another level. There's like 3 layers up front. I don't want to be kicked out of that and then I start afresh again. It's really hard. YouTube is not like any other platform. YouTube has rules, guidelines. Even if a small sound of music plays in the background and it's not the music that we have rights over, we'll have copyright issues. So I don't want to deal with copyright issues with YouTube, because for me this is my business. This is not a side hustle. This is all that I have right now, and I've got to be smart and intelligent about the things that I do. When you sign up to do YouTube and you want to become a YouTuber full time, you must abide by the rules. Okay, the rules are the rules. You can't change it. And I'm sorry, I wish I could. That's why I've been avoiding doing these live commentaries, because I know that people will ask, oh, put a screen on your back, do this one, do that one. My dear, they take that my channel, I have to start afresh again. We're just about hitting 6,000 subscribers in 4 years. This channel have been on since 2012 to be exact, but then we started officially in 2017, and then it became monetized in 2018 December. Just think about it. So I can't afford to use my own hand and my own foolishness to mess it up. We've come a long way. It's a long journey. So I'm sorry if you're not feeling it the way we're having this conversation. I'm really, really sorry. Okay, honestly, the only free kick taker in that team is Wakali. Well, Wakali is not really in this team yet until he starts to take free kick in this team. When's the last time you saw Wakali take free kick? Let's be very honest here. So I can't call him a free kick taker. The person that takes free kick in this team is Moses Simon. But again, another person that takes free kick is Simon Kalu. But Moses Simon's crosses are not accurate. And one of the things I know about football is if you don't have accuracy with your crosses, it's almost impossible for you to be good with free kick, because free kick is about precision, direction, and having a little bit of techniques to it. Now, if you can't cross the ball well, I am sorry, your free kick also suffer. Any team without a dangerous free kick taker is not a complete. We have a long way to go. Well, the way is not that long. There are ingredients. When we won the Nations Cup in 2013, we didn't have a free kick taker. We didn't even need it, because I can't remember I was scoring any goal from free kick, even though Mikel Obi is a good passer of the ball. Olayina goes forward again, try to lead the counter for Nigeria. It's 3v3 as it is. But when he gets that ball in the 18-yard box, drag out, well cheated there by the Sudanese defender, and then he gets back again to Olayina, who overlapped all the way for right fullback and is on the outside left side of the field. Ball goes back to Wilfred Ndidi, who passes to Joe Aribo to Trust Ekong, to Alex Iwobi, who's really not made any meaningful impact in this game. His pass almost got Trust Ekong into trouble. The Sudanese are trying to chase the ball now. Good 18, Nigeria is leading by 3 goals. 61 minutes on the clock, going into the 62nd minute already. But Sudan are chasing. Zaire Sanusi have been very, very solid in this tournament so far. Against Egypt, it was excellent. In this game, he's not had any trouble, but every time that the ball has come his way, that we've had need for him, he's done his job with aplomb, with excellence, and I'm glad we have him on our team. I just pray he doesn't get injured. Wilfred Ndidi tries to control that one in midfield, knocks the ball back to Truseko, who find Alex Iwobi. Alex Iwobi gets the ball now, pass it short to Joe Aribo. Joe Aribo could not even dribble to save his life, and it's a throw-in to Nigeria. Before Alex Iwobi came into this game, Alex Iwobi and Joe Aribo kind of remind me of the days of Wilson Oruma and JJ Okocha. since Alex, when we came into this game, Joe Aribo have been struggling. More like he's feeling like, am I playing his position? Is he coming to take my position? He should just play his game the way he's always played it. You're not a dribbler. Don't try to dribble. Just pass the ball. Play the easy one. Because sometimes simplicity, they say, is the best form of complex. And I think that what has worked for Joe Aribo is the simplicity of his game. Not every time you need to be complex. Not every time you need to play complicated football, you need to do leg over or dribble people. Sometimes just keep it simple, plain and simple. And it's worked for him in the game against Egypt in the first half of this game. But I think it's now looking to make those complicated dribbles, those things that are not necessary. And it's going to affect his game overall because we begin to see him turn over possession too fast in this game. Okay, let's come back to the conversation on the chat. Ebuka says, I agree with you on Senegal. I wonder how they are still keeping the same manager even in the last tournament where they were losing finalists. Well, if you're a losing finalist, you don't change your manager. You tell yourself that, well, we got to the finals, maybe next time we need to try harder and go there. I mean, Nigeria were third place team, and we still kept the manager. Just the cry of the fans that made us change our manager. If you have a manager who got to the finals the last time, Senegal don't go to finals of African Cup of Nations like Nigeria. They're not irregular in the finals. And then the team is also playing well in the qualifiers, and then you lose that finals the way they did, you would have faith in the coach and say, if you keep him there, just a little bit of experience, they'll win it, okay? But they've not done well in this tournament. They've just not done well. The players have not done well. Nigeria is 64 minutes, 65th minute on the clock. Nigeria have a free kick on the wide left side of attack against Sudan. Problem is, when you see Simon standing next to the ball for a free kick, a dead ball, and Zaidu Sanusi there, you pray first that Zaidu Sanusi should kick it, because if it is Moses Simon, you're almost sure that nothing's going to happen. Talking about Wankale and Ahmed Musa, two of them are about to be introduced. First man out is Joe Aribo. Joe Aribo is coming out, and the next person going out is Kelechi Iheanacho. He's having a laugh with the referee. The referee was trying to tell him to go out quick, but then he's having a laugh with them. Everybody, the Nigerian teams are all laughing right now because somehow we're leading 3-0, and it does look like we don't need to put ourselves under pressure and then rest some of the players. That's exactly what the coach has done. I like the way our coach dressed. Fine trouser, beautiful belt, white shirt. I'm a sucker for coaches that dress well. I don't know about you guys, but I think that when a coach dresses very well, it kind of like brings a lot of confidence. And Iguavo, you know that thing we say where he say man, rich man. Like, it's a very solid guy who you would want to have. Sudan coming poor defending by Nigeria, giving Sudan an opportunity, but well defended once again. But guess who? Zaidu Sanusi. A slip by Kenneth Omeru, a pass well slotted in. I thought the Sudanese would shoot that ball, but they didn't shoot it. And they tried to dribble past Zaidu Sanusi, who magically got the ball for himself and we're back again. So Sudan trying to push forward. Like I said, if we score a lot of goals, Sudan will come forward, and that's exactly what he did. A shot there, but deflected out for a goal kick by Kenneth Omeru, or is it Zaidu Sanusi? It was Kenneth Omeru actually that did that block at that time. But then, lovely one by Zaidu Sanusi to stop the Sudanese from getting through on goal. Well, it's 66 minutes on the clock. We're still counting that. I'm smiling because we're winning 3-0 against Sudan. It's a beautiful one. Well lofted corner kick, but then defended by Nigeria. Sudan still have possession near the center circle, trying to come forward. But then the Sudanese player is down. The referee is waiting for them to kick the ball into touch for attention to be given. Nothing happened to him. I really don't know, but it seems to be grilling in pain and hitting the floor. Something is going wrong with his leg. He wants to go out. Maybe he's ashamed of the defeat. He needs to be substituted, or he's really in pain. Sometimes this thing happens. I'm saying this because we're winning. I wouldn't be saying this if we're not winning anyway. But then let's go back to the comment section. It says, Ebuka says, Ghana, I feel Thomas Partey is not really putting in much performance for Ghana. Maybe he's avoiding injuries, and I am not even impressed with their comeback coach also. I can't see his footprint so far. The one that bothers me, but it's not even Thomas Partey. Yes, I agree with you on Thomas Partey, But the one that bothers me the most, now the referee is going to check VAR for the injury to that player. What happened? I don't know. I think the screen didn't capture it at the time it happened, but it seems like the VAR people have communicated the referee to go check the screen and see what happened. So let's see what happened. Is a Nigerian player going to get a red card? Is there going to be a penalty against Nigeria? Is something going to happen? I don't know. But when you call the referee to check the VAR screen like that, you are best be wary because anything can happen. But let's go back to the conversation. McDonald Otasowe, he said, why did it take time for Awoni to be invited to the Super Eagles? I wouldn't know. But it's just one of those things that you feel like, you know what, we have what's it called? We have the players that we need. There is no need to invite in here. VAR, the referee, has awarded the penalty, and I hope it's not a red card. Penalty and a yellow card to the Nigerian defender. I don't know who that is. Olaino was Olaino for pushing the player and is awarded the penalty as well. But the way the Sudanese player was rolling on the floor, you would almost think that he killed him. But it was just shed pull. Oh, he stood on his ankle. He did stood on his ankle. So that's where the problem comes in. It's a penalty for Sudan, an opportunity. I don't know if it's a penalty. It's a penalty. It's a penalty for Sudan and an opportunity for Sudan to get one back. I wouldn't say that Maduka Okoye is a great penalty kick saver, but anything is possible. We've seen a lot of penalty kick missed in this tournament. We've also seen a lot scored in this tournament. So it can go either way. Nigeria about to concede his first goal, and not expecting it, but hey, it's gonna happen. Boom, it's 3-1, and that's really sad. Really sad. We have to be victim of VAR this time around, but you can't blame anybody. You can't blame VAR for that. You can't blame the Sudanese. There was no player acting. Sudanese taking the ball and running back to the center circle like they want to score 4 goals. I don't understand. It's making me laugh anyway. It's funny because you guys have really not played anything. Sudan have gotten a goal out of nothing in this game, and it's really kind of like sad for the Super Eagles, because I thought that we would get another clean sheet and go forward. Well, it's time for us to push forward and go get a fourth goal in this game and make assurance double shot, catch up with Cameroon. Well, the Sudanese will be feeling like, okay, we can go forward and get something. It's 3-1 on the clock, 70 plus minutes in this game. Nigeria still lead 3-1 anyway. I mean, before the Nations Cup started, with all the crises we're having, if you tell anybody that Nigeria would have 6 points at this stage of the tournament, first 2 group games, some people will not agree. We will agree that we'll beat Sudan, but Egypt will not agree. So you can sit back and relax and still believe that Nigeria got something here. But then this goal will just kind of like boost the confidence of the Sudanese a bit. And then I know in the heads of some Nigerians, why did the coach make that substitution? Again, I'm trying to see the input. I'm trying to give Alex Iwobi the much needed benefit of the doubt, like really observe him, what he does on and off the ball, and then I will decide if I am right or wrong. Because they asked him to play on the wide side of the game. I thought that Chidera Ejuke would have been the best player to come and replace Samuel Chukwueze, but that has not happened, as somehow it is Alex Iwobi that is brought on. And I'm still trying to watch him. I'm still trying to see. And I see leadership on the side of the Leicester man, Wilfred Ndidi, telling Zaidu to calm down. We're leading 3-1. There's no need to rush. There's no need. Don't put your team under pressure when you're leading. You can always get the ball to yourself. You can always play good football, but try not to rush. One good thing I love about Wilfred Ndidi, who I think currently is Nigeria's best player all over the globe, is the fact that he's got a great ability to read the game. As a defensive midfielder, he's not prone to cards. He's always, he doesn't talk too much on the field of play, but he's always leading his team, and his positional discipline is excellent. free kick to Nigeria as Taiwo was judged to be appended in the back. So it's a free kick, not too far from goal, but not one you would say that anybody can play directly into the net. But then Nigeria needs a goal now to really make the Sudanese feel like that penalty was a mistake. Okay, it was a gift and a fluke. But, Sudanese will still think that they can do something in this game because they are now 3-1 in the game. But then, Wakali's time to prove to me if he's a free kick taker. Well, just play that one easy catch for the goalkeeper. 73 minutes on the clock. Nigeria 3, Sudan 1. The comment section, Ebuka said, I was also disgusted with the commotion they caused after their match against Gabon yesterday. Please, what has CAF done about that incident? Funny enough, CAF has not come out with any official statement. I was on the media channel a couple of minutes before this game started. I've still not seen anything. But I think that the Ghanaian team deserve to be fined and punished. Can't kick them out of the tournament. That's not doable. But they should be fined at least. Nigeria tried to build slowly. Dazzling his opposition player. Why is Alex Iwobi not moving forward? That's another thing. It's always passing backward. All the passes he's made in this game is backward. Wakali finds Zaidu Sanusi. Zaidu Sanusi takes the ball straight to the Mezi dribblers, Moses Simon, who finds his teammate and tries Ahmed Musa Ubakele to the path of Moses Simon, but well defended by the Sudanese there. Once again, Kenneth Omeruo standing as a rock-solid defender. Wilfred Ndidi got a pass from Wakali, drives forward, gives the ball to Alex Iwobi. Alex Iwobi have a problem with staying in his position. He still drifts down to this side of the field. If you're changed on to go and play on the right-hand side, and people say that I criticize him too much, but once again, that's one of the things that makes me criticize him. He doesn't know his position. Now he's making it difficult for Olai not to play in that place, but then he still wants to play midfield. He's shot there, but Tawani couldn't hit his target as the ball's gone out. They might say I'm too critical of Alex Iwobi, but I think that he should understand his position. If they change you to go and play as an outside right, play in that position, because if you don't, you're going to drag the team. You're going to cause imbalance in the team's position, which is not too good. Tawani had a good try there, but it didn't hit target and missed target. Osman Jobi says Nigeria versus Gambia play the final. Gambia playing in the finals, that would be a little bit too ambitious. It does feel to me like the three teams that could make it to the finals are Nigeria, Morocco. So far, based on what I've seen so far, Nigeria, Morocco, and Cameroon. Now, Cameroon because they're the host, and then they have players that can score goals. Any team that is sure to score goals, they also have players that have pace and power. They are also the best crossers of the ball in this tournament so far, and a whole lot. So it's going to be really, really pretty difficult to have them cut them out of this tournament. So Cameroon is one team that I am picking to be in the finals of this tournament. But I mean, this is still the group stage. It is too early to pick the finals. But if you ask me to pick finalists, Nigeria is value for money, even though I think that a very strong and powerful team will give this our defense a problem. But my joy is the fact that Wilfred Ndidi would make a solid addition to the defense from defensive midfield to come and cover up the lapses that we're having. The reason this game, and some people look at this game and say, well, Nigeria is not really playing well in this second half of this game. The reason for that is when you play against a team that is not coming out, sometimes you drop your ante, you drop the tempo, and you lose focus. And that's one of the things that's happening in this game. Nigeria has dropped the tempo. I mean, we're 3 goals up. We started the game and we scored in the first 3 minutes. We got to the very end, we scored the second goal. At the very start of the second half, we scored the third goal. Not everybody is Bayern Munich. Not everybody have that thing in them to still keep focus or keep going even when they are leading. Some teams just know that, okay, we've taken the lead. This team can't come back into this game. There's nothing they can do to come and threaten us. So let's just relax, let's just chill and keep it going. But Nigeria still need a real number 10, like a real creative midfielder in that midfield. We don't have it in this tournament. I don't think Wakali is the player. You know my position about Alex Iwobi, Cho Aribo, and I saw a side of him today that makes me question my confidence in him. Unfortunately, this is how I judge and I see and judge football. I think that there is the fear of Iwobi in him. That's what also killed what's it called Wisnoruma in his playing days in the national team because of the fear of Ukosha. You don't want that happening. But beautiful short passes and interchanging by Alex Iwobi, but then his drag us wide again. That ball goes to Ola, who crossed the ball first time, but then Sudan defended absolutely well. It's the Total Energy African Cup of Nations, second group game in Group D for Nigeria. And coming together there by Kenneth Omeru and the Sudanese player in the center circle has led to a free kick cornered by the Award Web lookalike center referee of this game. And Sudan will try again to push forward and see if they can get something out of this one. It's the Sudanese who takes the ball wide at left and tries to go forward. No way forward. He passed the ball backward. Once again, the Sudanese are still tossing and turning in the center circle, trying to see. It's 79 minutes on the clock already. Nigeria 3, Sudan 1. You look at the history between these two countries and you say to yourself, where is Sudan going to get something from? But then let's run through some of the matches that have gone down in the Premier League. I know some of you want to know that Manchester City won earlier on to establish a 13-point gap between them and second place Chelsea. They beat Chelsea 1-0 at the Etihad Stadium. A beautiful goal by Kevin De Bruyne. And then Newcastle United have made a part to go on relegation. Even with new signing, new players coming in, they still play their game and ended 1-1. Norwich City beat Everton 2 goals to 1. Wolverhampton Wanderers beat Southampton 3 goals to nothing. Manchester United, 11 minutes played already on the clock, and they are playing. They are 1 goal up against Aston Villa at Villa Park. We were expecting that Aston Villa was going to be different. The goal was scored by Bruno Fernandes in the 6th minute of the game. But then let's come back to this game. Nigeria now trying to play the passing game, wind down the clock. It's 18 minutes on the clock, 10 minutes to go already. Nigeria does not need to push it. They don't need to force it. If the goal opening comes in, they would get it. But then if it doesn't come in, they can stay the way they are. I like the fact that we have options in attack. If I was the coach, maybe I'll rest Awoni now and bring in Oyekuru or Sadiq Umar. But then the thing with Sadiq Umar is he's the kind of player that fits on crosses. It's not the kind of guy that tracks back to help a team or do the high pressing like Awoni would do. But the reason why I would take Awoni out is to make him rest so that maybe the last game. I think what the coach is planning to do is win this one and give the reserve player the opportunity to play against Guinea-Bissau. I don't know if that reserve players would do well to win that game because it is one thing to play reserve players in match. We saw what happened with Madagascar at the 2019 AFCON. Sudan comes forward now, plays a good cross in, not well defended. Maduka Okoye going to wrap that one up, but then under control by Nigeria. Azaru Senisi takes a lofted one, but he didn't get to his teammate. When again, Sudan takes control of that ball. They are trying to find their confidence in this very dying embers of the game. It is about 9 minutes on the clock, but then Sudan caught offside in that moment of them trying to play 1-2 and a give and go, but it didn't work as the Sudanese player was there. But then going back to that cross that came in, that Kenneth Omeru couldn't put his hand to, somehow the stretched legs of Kenneth Omeru and the Sudanese attacker probably confused our goalkeeper, but then he saved it. Tawawani have been substituted, just like I said, and Sadiq Umar have come in. I was thinking it's Henry Oyekuru that would be subbed in this time around. Maybe Henry Oyekuru is in the alternate list, I don't know. Sadiq Umar is back in the squad. You remember Sadiq Umar at the 2016 Olympics, he was the Nigerian striker, but 2016 Olympic in Rio was going to carry the table show as it was the first player in football to score. Is it? No, it's not the first player. Romario scored 4 against Nigeria in 1988, but the first African player to score 4 goals in a single game at the Olympics. Definitely not the first to score 4, but the first African player to do that in the Olympics. But it's not available in this game because he's injured and recuperating with Watford in England, somewhere in London. And talking about Watford, they managed a 1-1 draw against Newcastle at Tyneside. You would expect that Newcastle will be fighting to win matches. Don't forget that it was St. Mazin that scored first, but then somehow Pedro equalized to make it 1-1 in the 88th minute. those type of equalizer that breaks the heart. Okay, stretch at the wrong time. Sadiq Kumar gets a pass from Ahmed Musa, but it was a pass that was controlled too heavily. Well, it's gone for goal kick to Sudan. We are just in the 83rd minute, 84th minute of the game. Nigeria 3, Sudan 1. And I don't see this game ending in a draw or Sudan coming into this game. I don't even see Sudan scoring the second goal in this game. It does look like there's a possibility of Nigeria scoring one more if we get our act right in the final third. But then that's a place where we are not struggling. The exchanges, the passes are not as good as they were in the first half. And Moses Simon is no longer receiving passes as he was receiving. When I'm talking about Moses Simon, he does his jing and dink around the Sudanese player, gets the ball to Wilfred Ndidi, who hits it back to Wakali, and now it's Sadiq Kumar who tries to wriggle his way past the Sudanese defender, but well defended there, and he's won a free kick. It's won a free kick for Nigeria as Nimi appended him when he was trying to turn away from him, and it's now a free kick to Nigeria. Who plays this one again? I don't know. Definitely might be Wakali or someone else, or maybe Wilfred Ndidi. Now, truth is missing in this Nigerian team. We don't really have any player that can shoot very hard with much accuracy from outside of the 18-yard box. We also do not have players that can score with their head well. Sadiq Kumar does, but it's really not gotten into the game to the point where you can bank on him on that one. Nigeria played this free kick, played it backward, 15 minutes on the clock already, 5 minutes to the end of this one. And it does look like Trust Ekong wanted to go forward and go get something. Long ball from out of defense, but then the goalkeeper read it properly. Now again, Alex Iwobi with the ball, possession, chances are that he will either pass back or he will lose the ball, and he definitely did lost the ball. Okay, let me go back to the messages that are there. Usman said that Nigeria and Gambia in the finals. Well, it will be fine. Let's talk about Gambia a bit. So I visited Gambia because they said that Gambia have good fish. So I visited Gambia in 2005 just because of that. It was lovely, but the stress of going to Senegal and then from Senegal to Gambia made me not to go back there again. But Gambia is a lovely country. I won't lie to you guys. If you have the opportunity to travel within Africa, travel to places like Gambia, Rwanda, another place to go to Morocco. Marrakesh is a lovely place. Egypt is also a lovely place to visit. You could travel to Mauritius. Mauritius is a lovely place too. Zanzibar is another lovely place. I'm doing tourism here while we're talking football. They are very lovely place in Africa, but most Africans, would rather travel to Europe or America because it's the pattern that have been created by our forebearers. Sadiq Umar stumbled and fell on the captain of Sudan. Problem, everybody was complaining and clamoring for the invitation of Sadiq Umar. Sadiq Umar have gotten his chance, and it doesn't seem like he wants to grab it with both hands. The problem with that is when we get past the African Nations Cup, and this is still early days, and hopefully I pray that we'll get to the finals, and this coach does not pick in for the World Cup, maybe people will have something to say. Don't forget that Victor Osimhen is not in this squad. He's out injured. And, on a normal day, if Nigeria goes on to win the Nations Cup, we'll be talking of Nigeria not picking any other player and going to the World Cup with the players that they won the Nations Cup with. What Sadiq Umar is doing, or what he's going through, is making it easy to recall Victor Osimhen. I think, we can't drop him if he's fit, if he's ready. Making it easy to recall Victor Osimhen and drop him easily, because the 2 games he's come on, it's really not made impact. Like, it's not had any effect of note that you can remember. And, people will argue that it doesn't play long in the game. Listen, it's football. When you get that one little opportunity to play, you must grab your chance. And some players are really not taking the opportunity given to them in this tournament. Wakali is one of them. Sadiq Umar is another one of those players that are not taking the chances that have been afforded them. When you are not a regular in a team, one thing you don't do is waste the opportunity that you're given. And I think that these players are also not taking the opportunity. In this game today, one of that player that I think dropped a little bit is Tawa Waniyi. Good player, he scored a goal, contributed. But you look at that and you tell yourself that I think he could take the chances that he's got, knowing fully well that there are windows for some other players to come into this team. There is Ogana Table that would come back into this team. There is what's it called? Victor Osimhen that could come back into this team. And there are players like Akpoguma that can come into this team. There is also Leo Balogun that will come back. So anybody who have his chance now should grab it with both hands and use it very well. Excel. One player that have not proved me wrong with the small chances that he's got in the first game, it was 5 minutes, so no big deal, is again Alex Iwobi. I still look at him and I said, this guy have no business in the Super Eagles. It's not proved me wrong. It's just my truth. My truth might not be the same with other people's truth, but I just don't think he has a business in the Super Eagles. That's it. Let me go back to messages. Still wondering why Umar Sadiq has been preferred ahead of Henry and Peter Olainka. Yes, that's the player I want to say. But I think they will play against Guinea-Bissau. I think Henry Ekuru, Peter Olainka, if they are not in the backup, if they are in the main squad, referee, the one chance we have to go forward, he called the game back. Okay? For a far, Ahmed Musa is not happy with that because that looked like an express route for him and clean route to goal for him to score a Nations Cup goal. But the referee had a different idea about that. So he said it's very slow for the pace of the team's play. I agree with you. Hi, Britain say Warri is a good place to visit. Warri is my hometown. Okay, so I couldn't have put that. I couldn't have put that in the places to visit. But then Warri is not a place to visit because you want to do sightseeing. But Warri is a place to visit because you need the experience. There is something about Warri. There's something about Warri that just make you go like, wow. Warri is a different one. If you go to Warri is like Jamaica. Okay? Warri is like going to Jamaica and seeing life from a different spectrum or a different perspective. It's a good place to visit, but to understand Warri, you have to stay maybe like a month. And if you go there, don't go looking flashy because you might lose them. Don't go looking flashy, get the car, don't go with that expensive phone, just be normal. Hang out with the locals. Don't go there and be forming bourgeois and be looking for ShopRite to go to or expensive hotel to stay. Just hang out with the locals, just disguise yourself, be among the locals. Don't hold too much money on you. You will be fine. It will be an experience that you'll come back and feel good about. So let me ask you guys, the game is almost over. We're playing into the 4 minutes of extra time now. Let me ask you guys, player rating. Kelechi Wakali, Sadiq Umar, Alex Iwobi, do you think that going forward, they really do have a place in this team? Their inclusion in the team is justified, or they should just forget about it? Now, for me, players like Olai, players like Zaidu Sanusi, are all players that, with my eyes closed, if we qualify for the World Cup, they keep their form without injury, they're already on the plane to the World Cup. But then there are still some players that I'm writing their name with chalk, not even pencil, not to mention Byron. Players like Alex Iwobi, players like Sadiq Umar. Sadiq Umar, in this game, when you come into a team where you know that the leading striker is not around, my former coach would say, play fire. Play fire. When you come into a team where you know that you might not get the chance that you're looking for, okay, if all things being equal, that means it's everybody's available. Play fire. But it's not playing fire. Maybe it's just relaxed, it's just chilling, it's just playing the game. And then to think that there are players on the bench that could come in and make claims to jerseys like Henry Onyekuru, players like Peter Olainka, who is more of a wide man anyway than the center forward. This should make you up your game and play well. Technically, some of the players are not, up there, but then it's African football. You don't have to be up there to be winners, okay? You just have to be strong. Tactically, Nigeria is, I think, one of the most tactically sound teams in this tournament. And then we've also scored 4 goals and considered just 1. That's the 1 penalty from this game. So you put us among the highly rated team. But then I want to see Sadiq Umar in a 90 minutes game. There's a reason for that. I want to see him play from the start, and then I could say, okay, this is what is happening. Now, Kelechi Wakali with a beautiful dribble to set up Alex Iwobi, who crossed the ball but was defended. It was a good cross anyway, but was defended by the Sudanese defender who's gone out for a throw-in. Okay, Raymond said, "Smash the like button, guys." I mean, I keep begging for people to do that. Anyway. Put the like button on Super Smash. Everybody who's viewing, put the like button. We're trying to grow this channel. We're trying to make this channel a powerhouse from Nigeria. We'll go out there and do a whole lot of buzz pop on the street. We'll go out there and get people's opinion on things. This is just us testing our might, our ability to do things. There's a whole lot to come after now. But I just need you guys to support us and believe in us. With time, we would really turn this into a channel that you all will love. But one man that I need to thank a lot is Roland, or popularly known on YouTube here as Ivory 10. He's really changed the dynamics, giving me reason to believe in this work more. His comment from the beginning telling me how he thinks my channel can be as good as the Arsenal Fan TV. I wasn't seeing myself like that anyway. Has changed it, and it's made me do things that I thought I need all the best equipment before I can do them. But now it's made me do all this. I was thinking, before I even do this type of live streaming, game casting, I need all the biggest equipment, expensive equipment, running into $6,000 to $7,000. But then it's made me do this. I must say a very massive thank you to you. Nigeria has won this game 3-1. Sorry, Sudan, this is not your day. We have taken it. The referee has said is enough running. Even if we run for the next 10 years, Sudan is not going to win the game. It's not going to equalize. It's not going to score anymore. So it's a good one. Nigerian players are having the experience of playing in the African Nations Cup. Nigeria have also qualified from this group to the round of 16. We look forward to the matches that the other teams will play and see how it goes. Most likely Nigeria will be top. If Nigeria tops this group, it means that they will not leave Garua. They will still be here playing the next game, the round of 16. But before then, they have to wait till, I think, next week, Tuesday or so, to find out who stays top. And the reason why that is if Egypt, for instance, will win by 5 goals today, later tonight, and then goes and win the other game again, and then Nigeria doesn't win against Guinea-Bissau, Egypt goes to the top. I think Nigeria is automatically top because head-to-head we beat Egypt, so we'll be on the top. We're automatically top. There's nothing Egypt can do to change that anyways. So Nigeria is on top. We have 6 points from 2 games played. Our goal difference is +3. Guinea-Bissau have 1 point. Sudan have 1 point. Egypt 0, but then Guinea-Bissau will be playing Egypt in 2 hours, in an hour time from now, and we'll see how that goes. But we won't have a live cast on that one. It's just this game. But thank you very much for every one of you. We need to get feedback from you guys because it is your feedback that will determine how we go in this. Tell us what you want us to do. Suggest to us. Some of the suggestions we might not take. If we don't take them, it doesn't mean we disrespect you or we disregard your suggestion. It's just that sometimes, not everything. Somebody asked me to do something, and I told him the cost of doing it, and he's like, you're a Legbeten and you should be able to do it. Now you're a big man. And I said, I don't have it. But then he went back and started telling people that he gave me a suggestion and I didn't take it. Well, I didn't feel bad. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Well, let me see the last set of comments coming out. Raymond said, smash the like buttons, guys. Okay, Onasaya Daniel, he says Siridesa should have been invited instead. We're winning. Okay, let's not complain. We're winning. That's very, very important. And then we have Abayomi said, do you think Wakali has impacted this team or match since he came on? Well, Sudan did not really put us in a place where I can judge that. But they were no longer penetrating passes. That's what you want from your midfielder anyway. The player playing in this position, you want penetrating passes. When he came in, Moses Simon did not get the passes that he needed to progress. There were some things that were missing. But long and short is the fact that we won 3-1. So I wouldn't want to blame him that much. And then when you've not been in a team for a very long time, there is also the possibility, let's be very honest here, there's also the possibility that it will take you some time to settle into that team. I can't just sit here now and begin to say, oh, he's not done this, he's not done that. There are players that are already part of this team that I think are not impressing me. That's why I say I want to see Sadiq Umar in a starting position. You know, if I'm the coach, I'm going to rest some of these regular players like Mr. Simon and the rest of them for the game against Guinea-Bissau. Maybe bring them from the bench, okay? But I will start the other guys who have not been starting. Start Akpoye in goal, give other players a chance and see how it goes. The good thing is coming into this African Cup of Nations, nobody expected Nigeria to have 6 points after the second game, but then we have 6 points already secured, which is very, very good for our game. Oganatega Metahouse says, great job, boss. Let's do this again and again. Thank you very much. Everything say Simon is mom. I don't understand. Udich, I don't know what you wrote there. Emoyo Jesse says Sudan played a very useless game. Their style of play was rubbish. I agree with you. Negative football, dirty football, especially in the first half. Okay. Tammy Pekerebia, I said you suppose get super chat option. Okay. I don't know what that is, so I can't lie to you. I don't know what that is. I'm going to find out what that is and then use it. I don't know what super chat option really is. If you don't mind, if you can explain what it is, please educate me on what that is so that I look for how to put it in the game in the next one that we'll do when we play against Guinea-Bissau. And somebody already said that I shouldn't do this live cast only for the African Cup of Nations. I should also do it for qualifiers and also do it for some big Premier League games. I don't know. I'll consider it. But one of the things that I know I will do regularly is the React video. We'll do a lot of React video and see how it goes. But for this one, this is just where we'll put it for now. Adeika Olusoyin said, what do you suggest for the last game? You want the current team to play the third game or just complete overall? I think I'll play the reserve players because they might not get a chance again to play any game going forward. So this is the best time to play them. From the round of 16, it is your best leg forward. You play your best player. You do not have the opportunity. No way. You do not have the opportunity to drop them and go and be doing experiment. Good a team, you've had the luck, the opportunity, the privilege of not having playing your first two games and winning 6 point maximum, and there's no team in your group troubling you again that can make you go out. So you know that you're through to round of 16. If I am the coach, and I'm not going to call the coach and tell him that because it's one of the things that I do is I don't try to influence people doing their job because I'm close to you. No, familiarity does not mean you should abuse it. I can advise if it's in a trouble situation, but in cases like this, is the coach, he should do his job and take the glory so that nobody comes out and say, hey, I'm the reason why they did that. No, he should take the glory for himself. I would say man of the match. Oh, okay, yes, Mr. Simon is man of the match. Oh, no. It's MOTN that we normally call man of the match. Okay. Victory George, say man of the match. Okay, yeah, I see. Adenika Oguri said, Mom, man of the match. Okay. But for media now, MOTM, would they call her now? Should Victory George, Simon should be the man of the match. I think so too. Ibrita say, oh, yes, so you need super chat for sure. I forgot that. So first, you explain what is super chat, by the way. What is super chat? I need to know what that is so that I understand what you guys are saying. What do you think of Sadiq Umar? I think it still needs more time. That's why I was saying that if I was in charge of the team, I would start him in the next game. Because it does look like the coach believes in it. That's why I gave him a chance to play this game again after the first game. So start him and let's see how he does from the start. Because it's very, very important. These are Nigerian players. These are the players that we have. Best thing to do is to give all of them a playing opportunity and let them improve. It's better that they improve than we just cast them aside and then they don't improve. Then there are some players that are not improving, whether we like it or not. There are some players that are not improving. I'm not even going to mention any name right now. Some players that are not improving. Coach should find a way to make it happen. But for these ones that are doing well, the coach should, as a matter of fact, rest them and then give the other guys a chance to play. Yami Dynamite, okay, my sister is here. He said, Big Bro, I love this SS match. Super Eagles Sudan match, okay? Moses Simon is my man of the match. I agree with you on that one. Is my man of the match too. Super chat is a way to monetize your channel, Big Bro. This channel is monetized already. but I still don't know what super chat is. You guys need to explain that super chat. This channel is monetized now. Okay, I would do my research. God knows I will do my research. Tammy Pereka, it said for live on YouTube, people can send their super chat that is sending a chat with money features to appreciate the value you share. Really? Okay. Wait, did they give Samachiko as the man of the match? I don't know how that works, but I'll find a way. I find a way to get it. Okay, I find a way to activate it and then get it going. I think it's something that I will do. Okay, it means we can donate money to have our comment highlighted. Ooh. You think it can go live like this? So I need other gadgets. I'm learning. I need other gadget to make that work. Okay, so I see some live. Honestly, I see some live streaming, and I see some comments just highlighted there or put there, and I was like, how are they doing it? I don't know. So that's why I was thinking I need like a YOLO, a special equipment, and all that. But then I'll think about it. Now that thank God we're having this conversation. Okay, this is why I said this channel is a community channel. I might be the face of the channel, the one that everybody sees, but I think it's a community channel. Everybody have a role to play. You guys have just taught me something. You need that I say people can appreciate you instantly. Like I'm sending you €5, €10, 20. Like they call this, and I always spend money in my account too, and €30 and send message to you. Okay, Victor George. Peter Alaika should be given a chance in the next game. I think the coach will do that. Okay. Adenka Oguni said, Bros, Chukwueze is not being impressive. He had chances to expose the Sudanese defense since they were focusing on stopping Moses. Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I think maybe he's playing with an injury. I don't know. You know, when a footballer, let's be honest, when a footballer comes back from a long injury, like we saw from the semi-finals of the Europa Cup last season, sometimes they become very careful and cautious because after your treatment, you don't want to go through that again. So you begin to play with a little bit of caution. I think that's what's happening. And don't forget that since he came back for Villarreal, he doesn't play regularly 90 minutes. So to come and play in the heat of Africa, I'll be dealing with that. I'm not making excuses for him, but I'm just speaking as a footballer and knowing that this is a possibility. So I'll still give you the benefit of that. We are winning. Okay, we're winning. So let's just give him the benefit of that. Maniemi says super chat is money given during a live program. Okay. Oluyara Akinola 442 has been working against a team that lose the midfield with 5 players or that are more slick at the wing, like the Algerian or Moroccans. Do you think we should continue with it? I think Eguivo. So if you go back to that production that we did, the film room that we did with athletes on Eguivo, you would agree with me that Austin Eguivo is a 4-4-2 man, and that's what he plays. So that's how he's going to keep his team. That's how he's going to run his team. I'm not sure he's going to change it. It's the personnel. One thing I know about football, it's not necessarily about the formation, but the personnel and how they execute game plan is very important to know that. Okay, so the super chat thing, guys, what I'll do is I'll find out all of the things that I need to know about it, and then I'll get it going. Adenka said you have to be the one to set up the super chat for fans to be able to appreciate you. Okay, I would look for her to do that. Temika is mostly for live streaming. Okay, Mr. Kuhn, Yandi said it's playing like person where they did careful. If you've gotten that injury, see, I don't even play all-star football because of the injury I had on this leg since 2000. That's 22 years ago, right? I'm always afraid. I used to be a amazing runner, a dribbler. I'm always afraid that somebody will just come and hit this leg, and I have 18 screws on this leg, 18 screws on my leg, if I say I don't know if you're hearing it, but I can do it, and you hear the iron crinking on each other. So I'm always afraid that somebody will come and hit me. Even if I'm working in a crowded place, I don't go to stadium that much unless I need to go there and do a job. I don't go to stadium that much. I don't go to where crowd, where something will not happen, I will need to run just because of what happened. I'm not saying I'm going to get injured, but it's always playing in my head. I'm always careful. Not talk of footballers who have to deal with this injury and then come back and have to run and face opposition challenge. You've got to be careful because a second injury from the same leg might just end your career. Has he made enough money to take off his life? His life is just beginning. So he's got to be careful. I'm not going to blame him. I've been there. I've been there when I sat down and they told me that I can't play football anymore. No club is willing to sign me anymore because of the leg. There's no insurance. Nobody's going to pay insurance because there are 18 screws on my leg. It was the end of the road. I cried, locked myself in toilet, cried for months. I was suicidal at some point. Yes, I hardly say it, but I was suicidal at some point. But hey, so I think being cautious. I'm not saying that players should be serious, but being cautious is not something I will blame a footballer for, because it means a whole lot. It means a whole lot. Your career, if you stop playing for 2 years, nobody will remember him again. We'll start focusing on the next man. So it's okay for him to be cautious. Okay. I love your football analysis from Sierra Leone. Thank you so much, Dre Cruz. Thank you for that. I hope you subscribe to this channel so that you can be part of what we do every day. Tammy Pekerebia, he said you have to either use the YouTube app to see the super chat feature or open YouTube with PC also. Okay, thank you very much. I'll see. Freedom David, a channel. He said, who invites Sadiq? Genero or Iguavon? It's not Genero. His name is Genero. Okay, it's Iguavon. It's not Genero. Dre Cruz, he said, I don't rate Wakali, me too, and Sadiq. I don't think these players are fit into this team. Me too. I agree with you 100% on that. Hybrid 10, he said you definitely need super chat before Nigeria's next game. You for don't get at least $100 now. Oh, thank you so much. See, the love is making me overwhelmed. Like, I don't think I've done anything to deserve this much love from people. Okay, I'm just hustling, but the love is overwhelming. Like, the love is driving me insane. Like, 89 people are viewing this conversation right now. It's making me want to do live more. The fear that I've had before Roland came in and said I should be doing live was, if I do the live, people will not be there to view it. But the fear, thank God, was Simon won the man of the match. Okay, this is the thing I saw in Odia Gallo's house. This trophy. That's good. He said, Emmanuel Okonta. Okonta. It's a family name. Good job, bro. I appreciate what you are doing. Just discovered your channel recently. Thank you very much, bros. Please subscribe to the channel and click on notification. There's a whole lot we're doing. We really want this channel to grow. We're somewhere close to 6,000 subscribers now. I can't wait for the day I will see 1 million subscribers. But until then, we're counting that to 10,000 subscribers. When I see 10,000 subscribers, I just say I'm not going to sleep that night too. I will do live. I will do live and live and live and live to celebrate my 10,000 subscribers. I sure will do that. Let's assume the coach goes for a complete overhaul for the last game. Who do you see playing the central defense? Okay, so we still have. That's true. Awazim, yeah, there's Awazim. There is the guy from West Bromwich Albion. What's his name? The West Brom guy. Oh, Jesus Christ, why am I forgetting his name now? The guy from West Bromwich Albion. There is Chigozie Awazim. There is, I think it's in the fullback now that will struggle. Then defensive midfielder. I don't know if we have another defensive. There's Frank Onyeka from Brentford. Ajayi, Semi Ajayi. There's Semi Ajayi. There is Awazim for centre back. 2 and 3. I don't know. Okay, Jamili Collins is in camp. And then there is also right fullback. I don't know who's going to play right fullback. But the coach will find a way. Then there is in defensive midfield, there's Frank Onyeka. And maybe Alex Iwobi should start. That midfield go strong. Alex Iwobi should start, and then you put Olaika on the left hand side. So Nikuma starts alongside Henry Yekuru, and then on the right hand side, Chidera Ejuke should start. I think that would be good if the coach decides to overhaul his team. I mean, it's also not a very strong team, so we can do that. Okay. Maybe Musa will come in the second half. I don't really. I think that Musa will just help him cross the finish line. Not really a super part. Chidebere Okoro say Musa is a good player for me. Playing him second half wasn't ideal because the guy is good and will do a great job if he's still utilized. I don't think so. I don't think Musa can play 90 minutes anymore. I don't think so. Henry Omoru, you say good evening, bros. Please, what was Iwobi brought in to do? You don't ask me to finish. It was brought in to play on the right hand side, but I don't think he added any value. But when I say people say I'm beefing it, so I'm trying not to say anything that will bring all those sentiments and quarrel anymore. Let's just watch him. People say I should give him time to prove me wrong. I'm giving him that time. The same way I've been giving Nicolas Pepe time to prove me wrong since. Ade Ades, he said, do more of analysis after the game. Obviously, I would. But I noticed that people want you to do analysis with the game cast and all that, and also deal with questions. So when you're doing a live stream, let me tell you one thing that makes a live stream good. After the game, we should agree, this is the first day of doing this one. After the game, we should agree that the people that are viewing, who watch the game, will throw up questions from the moment in the game. So that makes it easy for us to do the analysis. I'm the analyst, you guys are like the presenter. So you throw up questions, okay, what led to this goal? What led to that one? What was the moment? But because the live telecast itself was both analysis and semi-commentaries, it's already been taken care of. So if we come back, this is us start planning. I just heard about Super Chat today, first time. So I'm thinking in my head, how do I get that going and all that? So it's one of those things that will happen thereafter. Henry, he said, good evening, bros. Please, what was Iwobi brought? I don't know. Olanibi Olusegun, Sey, okay. The Cruz, he said, I have subscribed to this channel since I came across your channel on YouTube. You are very straightforward on your analysis. Thank you very much. I really appreciate my brother from Sierra Leone. I remember I was in Sierra Leone twice. I went with Solomon Kalou from Italy. We flew to Sierra Leone to go and play a charity game. But I didn't play. I was just sitting on the bench, but I was in their company at the time. And it was fun. Solomon Kalou was a very nice guy to me. And I enjoyed myself in Sierra Leone. I enjoyed myself. Sierra Leone is a tiny African country that should, be taken care of and everything goes well. But then African leaders and politicians don't really do things right. Henry Mori say, why also did Wakali come in? He not sabi, but he dey form. Well, the game did not, kick in the second half like we expected. Let's not wear the players down. Let's not tear them down. Let's be patient. I think in the next game they'll give him a chance to start, and then we'll see. Semi Ajayi, thanks. My space, please. Okay. When will Peter Laika play? I don't know. That's a question that the coach should answer. My space, please. It says Sudan seem to have two defenders covering each of our wingers. Any team we face going forward will try to neutralize our wingers. And I said that in my post-match after the first game, that seeing the way we played against Egypt, everybody want to focus on the wing. Now that's where a sensible attacking midfielder comes to play. You will not expect your wingers to go wide. Start the game by feeding them and they are double checking them. Once you get the ball again, you play a true pass through the middle. You speak with your strikers and tell them that, look, guys, make your runs behind the defenders through the middle and I'll give you the ball. Those kind of things are things that midfielders do. If we on the street, laymen, we can anticipate that, I expect footballers to also anticipate it. But hey, sometimes things don't always go the way you expect it to go in football. The people that are playing it don't see as much as the guys that are watching it. Emmanuel Ohe, someone very good Ohe that played for Nigeria. Christopher Ohe. Also joined Petron too. You are doing a great job and you deserve some appreciation. Congrats to Eagles, your channel keeping us updated here in Malaysia. Whoa, how are you doing? Thank you very much, all the way from Malaysia. Abayomi, Sami Ajayi, and Nda, yes, Ulisanda, I forgot. Ulisanda from Orlando Pirates, the former Aqua Ibom guy, to center back since Awaziem is injured. Okay, every time Chukwueze is caught in on the left back, there was center back covering very tightly. Yes, because that's the best way to defend against a team that plays well. But then the individual brilliance of those two players. What we have right now is a team like that Bayern team that have Ian Robben and Ian Robben and Frank Ribery. But it's just the individual brilliance that is missing and the accuracy of crosses. The players not only went to cut back and went to pull the crosses in, but we will get better as we go forward anyway. Temi Pekerebia, I said the value of a good, reasonable pre-match, in-game, and post-match analysis on sports, particularly football, is scarce, especially from a perspective that understand the Nigerian situation. Thanks, boss. I really appreciate. I really do appreciate. Thank you. God bless you for spending your time and your data in watching my game, my channel. Manny Emmy say thanks for sharing. Emmanuel Okonta, I think this is where we'll draw the curtain on the live analysis today. Emmanuel Okonta, he said, I don't subscribe already and even hit the bell, the bell notification button. I can't afford to miss your analysis in the future. Thank you very much. And Daryl Jeffrey, he said Nigeria versus Algeria for the final. Jeffrey from Australia. Wow. All the way from Australia. Thank you very much. My younger sister is in Australia with her husband and 3 kids. Thank you very much for joining as well. Michael Onwuka, I said Nigeria versus Morocco in the finals. Who do I want Nigeria to play in the finals? Now, let me tell you this, and I'll give you my reason. I want Nigeria to play Cameroon in the finals. No country have denied Nigeria African Nations Cup like Cameroon. Cameroon have won us in the finals on different occasions. And I want Nigeria to win this Nations Cup in Cameroon. It will be the sweetest thing. It will be like orgasm for me. It will be one of the sweetest things that ever happened. I want Nigeria to win it in Cameroon and beat Cameroon in the process. Because Cameroon have come to Nigeria to win this Nations Cup. Cameroon has denied us many times in football. It will be very, very sweet if we are able to beat Cameroon. But other than that, I think that Morocco is fantastic. Algeria is not really as fantastic as I expect them, but they will skate through. Okay. Cameroon does look like a team that can score and can bully you. So we really need to be tight in the midfield and use the ball very well, not waste them too much, because even though we beat Sudan today 3-1, we were still very wasteful with the ball. Our ball distributions were not as accurate as you expect it to be. Our crosses are still very, very poor, below average. Let's be very honest. I'm a Nigerian. I love the Nigerian team. But in analysis, you've got to be very honest. I think that Moses Simon can still work on his crosses. He has to know the difference between hitting it very hard across everybody and just putting it in a dangerous spin that would trouble the goalkeeper, trouble the opposition players, and also give his own teammate the opportunity to score. Tawa Awoni have not really been set loose with great passes opportunity. What is hard is loose balls here and there, and I hope that we can fix that part of it as well. Chris Osayade, yes, I have one Osayade, my cameraman. Okay, where do I stay now? Thanks for sharing. Where I don't. Okay, Michael Oak, I said Nigeria versus Morocco for the final. Michael say your baby has ended the show. Not be small, owner of my life. Not be small. He showed up and he's taking over the show. Congratulations to Super Eagles of Nigeria of their victory. Hybrid, I say, baby don't overthrow the show. Love it. Thank you very much. Michael Oka from Germany. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, that's true. Nice place. Nice one, bro. Much love from California. This time, you guys, you're in California. It's like 8 hours behind us. Okay, it's a good time. Thank you very much for joining us all the way from California. Emmanuel, he said you are most welcome, bro. Of course, Christopher is my cousin. Great footballer, great footballer. Injuries just didn't let him play football the way we would have loved, but the little time that he played, it was fantastic. Send my love. Tell him that I was his fan growing up and I love his game. He's a great guy, okay? And we are forever Eagles. Thank you again. God bless you. Michael Oka from Germany. Yeah, but we're tired. Remileku Arogo that day say Nice, brother. Much love from New York. Wow. Thank you very much. Michael Okai say, he said, you cannot be perfect. Michael Okai went for to say, Simon was a beast. I want to is lacking in clinical finishes. Yes, I agree with you. And he need to fix that. Yes, he's 23 years in California. This is the point where I will pack and leave. Thank you very much. Let's do this again for the next game of the Super Eagles. But until then, I have my show, and it's not for those in America. I am sorry, but I have my show Nigerian time 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Mondays to Friday. Now next week, so let me explain that because some people have been sending me message. Are you not in Cameroon? So we're supposed to shoot. Let me just explain that bit for those of you that are here. We're shooting a documentary on the Super Eagles. We started the process somewhere in April last year. Open it up. We started the process somewhere in April last year, but we didn't get the document. We didn't get the document from the NFF till somewhere around December 28th. Okay, so we're supposed to get it in August, but bureaucratic madness and problems with Nigerian factor also pulled out. So we're struggling with that funding. We're struggling with that funding for a while. We're supposed to get $100,000 2 days ago, but they didn't bring it. So we're hoping that by Monday we should get that money, and then we'll be in Cameroon. But if we're not there, we already have Canal Plus and a few other people that are taking content for us. So we'll get that one sorted. I'll be fine. My brother in New York, California, Malaysia, and Roland, all of you guys in the diaspora, I greet you. It's time for us to call it a wrap. Let's do it again when Nigeria play against Guinea-Bissau. Have for yourself a lovely and wonderful day. I mean, we've won, so a bottle of beer for you guys who drink beer, bottle of water for those of us who drink water, bottle of mineral for those of you who like sugar. But let's have some fun and celebrate. Bye-bye. And then by next time we will do this, I'll get the super chat up and running. I will see how it goes. But then let me read your final messages. My space says it's morning in California. It's almost night here. Okay, I say I meant we can't be perfect, but they tried very well today as a team. Super Eagles, I mean. Okay, no problem. Thank you very much. Have for yourself a lovely and wonderful day. Bye-bye. Sorry, guys.